An actor stumbles.
Cut. Good. Well,
The Superior. A towering 10-story high monster is in actuality just under 6 feet. 2 actors contribute to bringing it to life. Sean the Murphy dons the costume for the first takes, which are shot in the same locations as the previous night scenes, the fields at Conestoga Studios. An extremely pared-down crew of only Doherty and Danchak are necessary. The costume is stiff, it's awkward, mobility difficult, but sufficient for what Doherty wishes to accomplish. The lights are carefully placed in order to emulate moonlight. The sequence is shot with a Bolex camera. Great care must be taken of where Murphy steps. If he should lose his footing, like a turtle on its back, Murphy is not getting up. Murphy's path is plotted before the take. Limited vision inside the mask makes it nearly impossible for Murphy to see where he is headed. Therefore, each step is memorized beforehand during the dry runs. The footage is printed and viewed. Unfortunately, much of it is too dark. Retakes are scheduled. This time, Scott Cameron now has the honor of filling in for where Murphy left off. Learning from mistakes the first time around, the costume is modified to better suit the actor and to allow improved mobility. The costume is much more flexible this time around. The night that the retakes are shot is as chilly as the other night they shot. In fact, some of that good old Canadian fluffy white stuff falls from the sky. But the white specks should be negligible on film. Up next, the strenuous decapitation scenes. To regain focus, the crew takes a warm coffee break to get prepped for the difficulty of what lies ahead. The Spurs doll awaits to be filled with the red liquid. Cameron makes last-minute adjustments. The Spurs doll is filled and loaded, standing by. The sun is rising and splashing too much undesirable light on the set. It is of no concern, however. Pulling off the special effect is first and foremost on everyone's mind. Doherty positions himself at the monster's feet with the filled water bottle in his grasp. He recites a silent prayer as the shot gets underway. The messy task is done. Everything works. After 131 hours of shooting over 16 days, the grueling principal photography is long last wrapped. Doherty rewards himself with a taste of the bubbly. An important stage is complete, but a new ballgame begins. Post-production. 5,600 feet of footage is printed and ready for editing. 1,600 feet of quarter-inch magnetic tape recorded during production is ready for transfer onto magnetic stock. All sound that was captured during filming is recorded onto the mag stock for editing purposes. Cutting begins in the editing suites of the Winnipeg Film Group. Armed with the film footage and the accompanying sound, the arduous, meticulous and monotonous task of splicing the picture with the sound is underway. At the end of this particular project, Doherty will have spent 53 days, 200 hours and 2 heads of hair in the editing facilities at the film group. After synchronizing all of the takes with sound, Doherty carefully selects the best of each shot. These are assembled over a lengthy period of time until a rough cut is made. Without proper sound effects, missing lines of dialogue, and the absence of a musical score, the rough cut assembly is somewhat discouraging. After a countless number of viewings, Doherty becomes numb to the film. The footage is now just images passing by his eyes.